よ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたいにはくらんじろ隣人を疑え後悔とたまば人じゃボタに思考はそうでしたレビタウンI am here before 体にせねばせのことかせまた許しがこんでの日は黒で少な世界言われてくる欲望のこの合図に従え助けてよ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたい望んではいけない希望に見えて怖くて目をそらしたそれでも今日を生きてみたいの私のための聖なる戦争
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm here to discuss about the Karmelo Anthony situation who took the life of Austin Metcalf.
19-year-old Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder in the death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Metcalf was fatally stabbed at a high school track meet, as you may recall, last year.
This has actually been like really trending, and people are assuming, oh, he's going to jail simply because of his race, and that he was simply defending himself.
Help me! Help me! Nigga!
Problem is that there's really not enough context as to see what was going on, where it took place, and what started all.
As soon as news of the guilty verdict reached the crowd that has been growing here since Thursday, tensions boiled over. We heard visceral tears and angry confrontations break out in this crowd. The police presence seeming to triple here as they try to keep the peace. Since Thursday, there have been supporters of both the Metcalf and the Anthony families here. Now the Anthony family is protesting, as they have since the beginning, raising concerns for a fair trial, but certainly a lot of bitter comfort for the Metcalf family.
Apparently, there was supposed to be video footage between the two, or like Austin Metcalf he was part of a football team. So yeah, Karmelo Anthony is like 19, Metcalf is like 17. I don't know if they're from the same school or if they had issues with each other, but apparently there's allegations that Karmelo has a history of like starting trouble or whatever, being into mischief. So I can't really come to that conclusion. I have no way of providing it, but it would definitely help if we were given display of what truly went down.
Because the facts still remain.
He, till this day, is trying to claim self-defense. Now, don't worry, I am an advocate of that, but like we don't know what transpired between Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf, and the other players, because again, there was more than one white person that was surrounding Karmelo. If he felt that his life was in danger, honestly, he should have left, depending, because it was said that he was hiding one of their tents and that he was going through one of Metcalf's stuff or one of the other players. So if he is doing that, honestly, I hate to say it, but they have the right to confront him about it and question him, what's he doing, because it's making it seem like he is some sort of troublemaker. And I don't like to come to that conclusion or make assumptions. I want to get the full truth. I want to get the whole story. That way I have a better way of explaining the situation.
When they gave Karmelo the verdict, he broke down and he cried. He broke down and he cried.
How do you know that?
He broke down. She was in there with him.
Hold on one
She didn't want to be
second.
on camera. She broke down and cried.
So explain to me what the
When
woman
they
inside.
came back with the verdict, he broke down and he cried. Somber. That family nurse not good. That boy's not good. You been in there. I done talked to you before. You been in there. That boy smiled. That boy broke down and cried. They done fucked up the rest of this boy's life.
When you're out here and you see all these people, you've been here every day, I know. When you hear that verdict read, I saw you break down to the ground. What's going through your heart? What's going through your head right now?
Why do we have to care anymore? Why are we even here? To be honest, why are we here? What are we here for? Because if we take up for ourselves, we go to jail. If we don't, we die. So it's a catch-22 in this situation. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. Let me ask you this. Right?
I hated how the one thing that really ticks me off about the situation is that because of this incident alone, people are trying so hard to make this about race. And again, the only way Karmelo Anthony would have been justified unless he knew his life was in danger, because I have to say it was unjustified. Because again, we can't see what's going on. Maybe if Karmelo had injuries on himself, there was bruising, whatever, he had a broken arm or like scratches all over his face, maybe that would convince people that was self-defense. But also you also got to look into is that whoever is against Karmelo Anthony in the courtroom may decide his fate and may be in favor of Austin Metcalf and his family.
Good evening. We begin tonight with the raw emotions today after a jury in Texas found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty of murder in the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet last year. And immediately after the verdict tonight, tension erupted outside the courthouse, the jury rejecting Anthony's assertion that he killed Metcalf in self-defense. He did not testify on his own behalf. The Metcalf family all along rejecting the use of their son's death to inflame racial divides. None of the jurors deciding the teenager's fate were black. Our Jonah Kaplan is at the courthouse tonight. Jonah, good evening.
Matt, good evening. This was an emotional and a dramatic trial that lasted 7 days, but it took less than 3 hours for that jury to return a guilty verdict.
The family want to see him punished. And of course, Karmelo Anthony's family will try to do whatever they can to make excuses for him and say that he's not that kind of person. He was fending for his life. And you have people in the background basically referencing Trayvon Martin.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin.
Oh my God, y'all.
Emotions ran high outside the county courthouse in McKinney, Texas, minutes after a jury convicted 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf last year. The two teens were high school track athletes at competing schools.
At the end of the day, nobody wins. You know, it's a loss on both sides.
Police officers and sheriff's deputies were lined in front of the courthouse to keep calm. Anthony was convicted of murder. Prosecutors argued he intentionally killed Metcalf after being shoved and taunted by Metcalf and his teammates. Anthony claimed self-defense and broke down crying in the courtroom. He did not take the stand in his trial. Why does this feel so personal to so many people?
Because I'm a black person myself. I'm a black woman. I am a black mother, and I feel for him.
They're making it seem like he has, and I know, and I do agree. Every person has a right to defend themselves, but we can't judge based on assumption. That's the issue. And it's one thing defending your race, and I have nothing against that, but I can't stand ignorance within the black community.
Oh shit, here we go again.
We can't paint every single black person who's gonna get life, or if they end up taking the life of a white person, we can't always consider them being innocent. And this is the irony, is that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, is that if a black person were to take the life of their own, there's no protest or riot within the community. yes, the family is going to be grieving, but there aren't any people standing up for the murdered black person that was taken by their own race.
Oh hell no!
Things start to seem very hypocritical. The only protest, unless the black person was targeted by a non-black person. So it's like, it's not a problem when their own community does it, but it's only when somebody else does it that it doesn't share the same skin tone.
How do we ensure that this act of violence and the verdict doesn't lead to more acts of violence?
By standing peacefully and not yelling and screaming and attacking each other with words. Just be kind.
Anthony's supporters also criticized the racial makeup of the jury. The 12-member panel did not include any African Americans. Right after that verdict, there was actually a mini trial for sentencing, and the jurors are deliberating on that right now. Matt, Anthony, 19 years old, could face life in prison, or the jury could come back and say that they can give a lesser charge, if you will, and show some compassion if he was provoked in an emotional state.
I don't know Karmelo Anthony's history. I personally don't know, like, in general who he is, because it's hard for me to judge him, because again, I know, and I've stated in my videos that, yeah, there are a lot of arrogant, ignorant black people who are very sociopathic, but I don't have a full picture of who he truly is. So it's hard for me to really explain, because I wish they had a video footage. Then it would be easier for me to describe the type of person he is, but I can't. And I'm not gonna lie, when I heard Karmelo Anthony's name, it makes me think of Karmelo Anthony from the Denver Nuggets. I'm talking about the like one of the OG NBA All-Stars who used to play for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
When I heard that name, I assumed it was him, actually, the one who lived in Baltimore. So later I found it was actually someone with the same name as him, but with the K in his first name. But I do want to be real, is that, of course, again, Karmelo Anthony did take the life of someone, and Austin Metcalf is going to do whatever they can to make sure he serves his time, that he gets what he deserves in prison. Or they honestly, don't be surprised if they wish capital punishment on him, because I honestly, if I was a family member and I lost someone due to murder and someone took their life, of course I'd definitely want justice for them. I'd be angry too and want to see them suffer as well. So I have to be in the same boat as anybody who's grieving for a loved one. But overall, I feel like I said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check the notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.
Fight your brother. Let's kung fu.
Every night I look to the skies and wonder what we did. Always a knife point of view that breaks us in the end. If I could find the meaning of it all, I'd take the chance. Maybe in time we'll walk a mile and change it if we can. It's now